Well, we have arrived. 2013 Kootenays bow hunt starts. Here we go again. So there's the first doe of the Kootenays. Just going to hang against the tree stand. And there's doe already. White-tailed deer. The East Kootenay. Gotta love it. Friday the 30th of August, so we're just putting some trail cameras. We're going to get set up, put Ian's tree stand up, and with a little bit of luck, tomorrow while we're scouting we'll run into some good times, but you know how it is. September 1st is on its way and we're here and ready. Well, look how cut up that trail is. A little bit of luck. Maybe we'll get something on this trail. Put out a trail camera. Ian's probably going to hang a tree stand somewhere around here. We've already seen a bunch of deer just coming in here. We've seen elk down here before, so it's all open along the bottom over there. They can all come up from 4 or 5 different, well, they can come up anywhere they want, but they can come up 4 or 5 big trails over there, so stay tuned. Let's have some fun. Not only does he have views of trails coming across here, going up and down, coming crossways, out of that timber, down this timber, and just below Mike's quad, there's another highway trail that cuts up. I have a trail camera over there, hoping to catch stuff. But look at the view, the steeples, the Rocky Mountains. Down there is the Kootenay River. Elk, deer, coyotes. This is a fun place. You never know, I might even get a turkey. We saw lots of wild turkeys here. Day before opening. And we're on elk. About 58 to 60 elk in this herd right here. Fairly nice bull. Well, that's the third spiker. What? I know. Yeah. This was the day before opening. That's 5 spikers. Well, there's some wild turkeys. We saw 66 elk this morning, and now we saw 10 turkeys. Wild Merriam turkeys in British Columbia. Well, we're the day before opening. It's August 31st, 2013. We saw 66 elk this morning, 10 wild turkeys. Pretty cool. There was 11 bulls in there. At least 2 5-points, a 3-point. Good times. There was at least 5 clean spikes. I think maybe 7, but there was at least 5 clean. It is cut up a bit here. There's elk in here. These trails. Just put out another trail camera in the honey hole. There's fresh tracks here, so looking good.
Safety.
The bear gun.
Slug. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll bring my fly rod down here. Hey? Bring my fly rod down here.
Do you have a fly rod here?
2.
Cool. That's it. There's
Hey.
fish jumping in the background of the Rocky Mountains. We're down on the Kootenai River. Look at that, someone has a meat pole here. They probably camped here. There's the end blind. Too funny, eh? Well, that has to be the best day before opening ever. Massive herd we saw in the morning. We saw turkeys, deer. Really good day. Well, we're just sitting up here over top having a look. To the left of me is the farms down over here. This is all just open free range down here. And way out there, I used to have a trail camera years ago, and I spotted an elk right down in here about 15-20 minutes ago. I was telling Ian that we should look down in here from over top. Sure enough, we spotted an elk down there, a bull. So maybe later on we'll try and go down there and put the approach on him. Opening morning, bow season 2013. Saw a couple elk, saw one deer right at first light. Haven't seen anything since. It's a little slower than yesterday, but I think that's how every opening morning's been. So I'm going to hang in there. I'm going to go walk down over here. I've already walked about a mile down over from where I was because there's nothing over there. So talk to you in a bit. Well, went into Mountain Man Outdoors, bought some new toys. They gave me a new string for my bow because I bought a couple of cameras to put all my Bushnells out. So I bought these new, they're called the Vigilant Hunter by Uway. It's HD, sound, it's got all sorts of stuff, so pretty cool. Gonna give it a shot, see what they're like. This is what they look like, they're pretty cool. Already customized it. The new Excalibur comes to the Kootenays.
I went all the way past the rusty car, and I went along that fence all the way along to where Delbert stayed.
Yeah.
And halfway there I saw the group of turkeys that are normally back where I sat where the elk was. Then I got down to where Delbert stays, and I saw 5 hens going along and 3 chicks. And one chick was normal, like it looks like the turkeys here, and one was half white and half normal. And the other one was pure white like a ptarmigan.
Cool. That's wild, eh?
Looked like a ptarmigan go along with them.
That's cool. You see that? That's why we hunt here. They've asked us to come in here and help take out some deer and elk because they've been hit by the cars. There's so many. And this is what happens. Schmucked. Spread. All the way down the highway. And that's its tail.
Its tail is way down here coming, and he got hit by a rig just like that.
Exactly, a rig like this hit it. Imagine getting hit by that. This is what happens.
That's where his tail went to. Oh, we would be going to shoot it right now if it was. Damn. There's moose over here, eh? Well, cow and a calf just driving along the railway grade, and you know what? Immature bulls are open, and if this was, if that little calf has spikes or anything, I'm zooming in to take a look. And go shoot him. But it's just a cow and a calf. Pretty cool. Seen moose here last year.
But yeah, they taste good.
All walking with their head down. Oh, we just seen a doe and now we seen a buck. He ran and he was gonna come.
Shot. Hit. 30 yards at the most.
Well, it's a Marion turkey. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
16.
9, 10. 16.
Well, just like that, snap of the fingers, there goes day number 2. It's the morning of the 3rd day of the bow hunt, September 3rd, and giving it another try. Last night I only saw a doe, but through the day it was pretty good. Saw a moose, saw a whole bunch of wild turkeys, saw a grouse, saw a deer, a little velvet buck go. Gotta let them grow up and have babies before you can take them. Unless, of course, we were real hungry, and then I would, because they'd be a good eater. But we're going for elk this morning. If we see something else, I'm not afraid to take it, though. Stay tuned. I just heard an elk bugle. I'm just going to head down in here in all this thick. Ian's just down here about a kilometer and a half in a blind. He's in a ground blind, so he's got it all brushed in. So we'll, as Ian would say, we'll see if we can make something happen. Well, just had a cow elk at 67 yards. I managed to close the gap 10 yards to 57 yards and it took off. It was across a little river dike that I can't get across. It's like really deep and 25 feet wide, but exciting. We could have, if I had got a shot, we would have got a boat or I would have swam across. But I'm going to go back and try and see if I can't put something else up in here. It just sat and stared at me. I mean, I could have took a shot at 60-something yards, but I didn't feel like it. I thought, no, only the 3rd day. Take it easy. We'll have chances yet. Well, now I'm having fun. I got to show you that. I just saw another cow at about 140 yards. So I put my bow down, got my camera out, and a spike bull walked out. Pretty cool. So that's 3 elk in the last half hour. I got 57 yards, 140 yards, and 142 yards. We gotta get one at 50 yards or less, and I'll let the Excalibur do its work. Well, I was so close, my heart was beating for over half an hour. After seeing that cow, I ended up sneaking up here further, ended up getting probably 30-40 yards from a little bit of an opening, so I cut across it, and I seen the edge of the river again, up from the cow maybe 200 yards, and lo and behold, there's a cow looking at me on my side of the river. So I was like, oh yeah, it's a different cow. So I watched her for a while. I tried to back out, and I thought, well, I might as well try and videotape her so I could show you guys and share it. I snuck back in. I put my bow down and stuff because she was way out there, and I grabbed the camera, walked out there, and she was still there, but there was a spike there too, a spike bull. So spike bull was at 142 yards. So then I videoed them. Not very good because there were some branches and my lens was dirty and that, and I didn't have time to do anything. They took off, not fast, just walked off into the bush there. So I backed out, went through the bush over here for about 300 yards, and then cut out along the edge of the outside of the timber there, and went for about 200-300 yards past where I thought they were, maybe 500-600 yards down the way here. And then I started to cut back in, and I cut down towards the river. And right as I cut down to the river, I got about 10 yards to the bushes, and I could see it dropped off into a grass flat on the edge of the river, a big mud grass flat there. So as I walked up to there, I could see an elk standing there. So I didn't bother with the camera, sorry. I got my bow all ready, and I started to sneak up to the edge because I had all the bushes along the edge of that grass flat, so I couldn't shoot through that. And she must have saw movement or something spooked her. She was looking the other way, like way up the way there, so I don't know if she saw me or not, but she ran sort of towards me and underneath me. She came probably 25 yards to me or something. So I thought, oh well, I'll sneak up to the edge anyways and see if there's any other elk in the herd or something. And as I got right to the edge, there was a spike bull, ran right underneath me at about 20 yards. I mean, if it was rifle season, I would have had that spike bull, no problem. But with the bow, he can't shoot through the branches and stuff. There wasn't very big openings, and I didn't want to take the chance, and he didn't know I was there. He's just booked off into the trees there, so pretty fun though. I snuck all the way around on both of them and got right up on them, 25 to 20 yards. Awesome. So it ain't over yet. I'm going to keep pushing through all this bush and see what I can see. Well, I was just cutting down this riverbank because up in the bushes right here, I seen the bushes moving, and then up on my side I heard the bushes moving, so I backed out into the bush, and it was beef cows. So I thought, well, I'll come back to these bushes. So I come down on the river here. I worked my way along until I got roughly to here, just above right here actually, and then I started to look across in glass and see if I could see anything. And as I was looking across there, I thought I heard something up in the bush to the right of me again, so I moved up. You can see I'm shaking a little bit. So I moved up into here, and as soon as I got up there, I heard splash, 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 kerplunk, kerplunk. So I thought it was an elk. So I burned back down this bank, got down as low as I could. You can see I'm obstructed right here, but I basically cut around here and tried to see, and there was a grizzly sow with 3 cubs swimming across the river, and she was going, ooh, 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 as she's going, and they climbed out that side and went up that bank, and by the time I got the camera out, they were already in the bush. I tried a few mew calls with my cowgirl, and Primo's call didn't want to bring the sow back. I don't know what was crashing the bush up there, because she basically went right up towards it. But maybe it was just a beef cow, I don't know. But that's an island right there surrounded. The main river's over on the other side. You can sort of see way down there. The main river's out there. So, I don't know, but this island is looking good. I've seen an elk over there, 2 elk on my side down over here, and I just saw 3 bears running, or 4 bears just cut across right there onto the island. So I think if we put tree stands on that island, we would get it done. Just sit right there. Well, we'll climb back up the bank here, and we'll cut through all that bush, keep pushing to Ian. We got lots to tell him, don't we?
What it's doing, it looks like it's stuck. Oh, there we go, nice one.
He's back in. He's a monster, you should see his track over there. Look at the new antenna. This thing will send me pictures to my cell phone. The new U-Way.